All right, so thank you all for having us. I'll do a quick introduction and background on the new voting system and how we got where we are right now. And then afterwards, I'll be happy to take any questions and everyone can come in and vote on the new system. So my name is Seth Bluestein. I'm a Deputy Commissioner in the City Commissioner's Office. For background, the City Commissioner's Office is the office that is responsible for voter registration and elections in Philadelphia. So whether you move, or you want to change your party, or you're registering for the first time, or candidates want to get on the ballot, we make sure that we have voting machines that are ready to be used on election day. We obtain polling places, and we calculate and certify the results afterwards. So everything involving voter registration and elections in Philadelphia for every election is involved with our office. Now, there are elections every year. I know there's some people that might be surprised. They're only focused on the presidential election, but we actually have elections in Philadelphia every year. And in fact, because we have primaries, we have elections twice a year, every year. So the upcoming election is the municipal general election on November 5th. You're gonna be voting for mayor, city council, all the way down the ballot. On the top of the ballot, you also have judicial races. You have also, after the municipal races, you have judicial retention, and you have ballot questions. So that's what we have coming up this election cycle. One thing I want to note real quick is the registration deadline is coming up on the 7th. So if anybody needs to register or knows anybody needs to register, please make sure those get into us. They have to be postmarked by Monday the 7th. All right, so new voting system. So background, Philadelphia City Commissioners have been working on getting a new voting system for years. This process started back in 2013. It took a pause as we transitioned from the Nutter administration to the Kennedy administration, and then it picked back up in 2017. In early 2018, Governor Wolf puts out a mandate through the Department of State saying that all new voting systems that are going to be in place for the 2020 presidential election must be newly certified and must have a paper trail. So the good news is Philadelphia was already working hard on getting a new voting system, and we were ahead of the game so that we knew that we would be able to have the resources in place from City Council, and that we'd be able to have the staff on the ground to make this process go smoothly. So the city put out an RFI and then an RFP. We had a selection process, and in February of this year, this is the machine that was selected. This machine is a full-face ballot. It's a 32-inch touchscreen, which will allow you to vote on the screen here to make your selections. The paper ballot, which you're going to put in to the paper path module at the beginning of your voting session, will then print the results of what you selected on the paper. You'll look at the paper and verify that what is on this piece of paper matches what you selected on the touchscreen, and then hit the green vote button like Philadelphians have for the last 20 years. The paper will then get scanned and stored in a secure ballot bin, and at the end of the day, we will have electronic results that we're able to be voted on via selecting your choices on the touchscreen. And then we will also have paper ballots for every single vote that is cast. And that is really important for when we want to do recounts and audits, because we will be using the actual paper ballots to do those audits. And I'm really happy to say that in Philadelphia, we're on the leading edge of audits for the entire Commonwealth. There are only 2 counties in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that will be doing enhanced audits this upcoming election cycle. Now you might ask, what is an enhanced audit? That is what the Commonwealth is calling, for now, what traditionally and elsewhere is called a risk limiting audit, which uses statistical analysis to determine how many ballots need to be audited to make sure that we are seeing the results on paper that match what the expected results are from the electronic results that we have from the night before. So we are going to be doing an enhanced audit in this upcoming election, and every single voter will be using these machines to vote on November 5th. So I'll pause there. I'll take this opportunity to let anyone ask any questions. Feel free to ask anything you want, and then anybody who wants to vote on the new voting system will have an opportunity to do so. I guess one thing I should touch on that I didn't mention is we also have this accessibility device here. This is called a universal voting console. So this will allow individuals with visual or perceptual problems and handicaps to be able to vote on election day independently without any assistance from other people. So did you want to demonstrate voting? So first thing you're going to do is you're going to select your language. For this election, we're going to have English and Spanish on the ballot. So now you have your ballot. Now a couple things I want to mention as he's making selections. Text size. So for those who are having a difficult time seeing the ballot, you can actually increase the text size, which will give you a race-by-race selection. So you can choose that and then go to the next choice. Contrast. So for those who need to switch to a black screen with white text, even after you initiate your voting session, you can change your language. Great. And now you can vote. So after you make all your selections, you can hit print ballot. So you're going to confirm that you want to print your ballot, because if you're not sure, you have the option to go back and see the screen again. And now what you want to do is confirm that all the selections that are on this paper ballot match what you expect from what you selected on the touch screen. And if they do, you're going to hit the vote button on the screen. Now your vote has been cast.